It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next is the Texans' bruising running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Texans and the Bills, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite a level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from. Yeah. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Western New York. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He's going to throw this one. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That throw behind his intended target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB in you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with a pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
First down throw for Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Play action now. Allen. Finds a man, right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Cut near the goal line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Cook runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get it out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills switch up out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the 25 on second down. That one's complete right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Running in the red zone. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Trying the right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. He's dropping back to throw. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another one for Cook. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Allen looking to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Cook calls it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's 2nd and 5. Ryan right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cut. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Again, it's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. Only a 20-yarder here. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff to the back. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Looking slant route, complete. And
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dump off caught by his back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A give now from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So now here's 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this one doesn't go far. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Here's Cook. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Looking to return from the 29. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Texans are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
That one's complete right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get more points to end a lopsided first half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 18. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Connects with Cook. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Tight end going in motion here. Allen on 3rd and short. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Could not beat the defender there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Bills with a punt team out there. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Here's a give to Cook. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's keeping it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. We need to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
It is caught left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They want him out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Exploit them here. to the air. Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. And that's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completed to his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Brought in right side. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Cook calls it in. It'll head out of bounds after a short gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now it's Cook. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Complete out to the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Pass complete to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To the air again, Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle, 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First down, ball at the 36. Again, Allen to the air. Connection made to Coleman. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 15-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Allen. Finds him on the slant. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Allen gonna throw again. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
They'll run it with Cook. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills make it an 11-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Owned back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Past midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The 12-year vet strikes true, and that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, Allen. Flush down out to his left. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Slot man in motion right. From the 45 on 2nd down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Connects with Cook. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. It's made right side by Coleman. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll come up 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 19. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to. You have to finish with points.
Out now come the Texans on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. On first down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going play action. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. He's got a man left. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. They'll throw it again. Hauled in left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. Brushes him off with ease. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. He gets another shot here. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Texans ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. They've held them out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And like a swarm where this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets. I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. Running back sent in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Gotta hurry this to the line. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Allen setting up play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How is a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground? Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. Still one more in their pocket to use. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake.
And they pick him off again. And the Texans take over as he ties the single-game record with 4 interceptions.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Bronco. It has been an incredible stretch of games for them.